It is a total eclipse of the moon and red blood moon and a new experience where I think we're streaming to you live from a closet in Texas. I say that tongue in cheek because we just did a sound check and it seems like everything's working. I think I see my mom, Susan,
We
Diana,
are
Zach.
on, yes.
Okay, I hear producer Craig. Producer Craig, jump on in here. Give it up for producer Craig. I don't have my buttons, so you won't hear
Hello, everybody. Good to
the
see you.
fantastic applause that you would hear.
Well,
Hello,
I
Craig.
can I can remedy that. Give me a quick second here.
No, we have so
How's
much to do here.
There we go.
So good. Um, And as I try and figure out my technology here, I'm watching on my phone, which I don't normally do because normally I've got several monitors happening and ways to look at stuff that I'm used to. But say hello in the live chat and welcome all of our performers this evening. Jump on in here if you're here with us. I'm so grateful for you all for joining us from where you are. Give it up for Amanda Benjamin,
Oh, it's just me.
Mike Pierce, Zachary White, David Benjamin. Oh, it's an embarrassment of riches here this evening. And of course, we have Craig Jackman. Thank you all for being here. I'm trying to figure out how to watch the live chat on my phone. Like, is there a trick? Like,
What?
I don't normally do
There
You just
shouldn't be. You
open
should be able
YouTube
Just
and
to.
open the stream.
I think
You
it's
gave us
be
Yeah.
the link.
I gave you the link, but then I try to open it and
Yes,
then it
Sandra and Krista, he is
yeah, and then
in
you
a
do
closet.
either open
literally.
in
I think you have to
Texas.
open it on the app.
Yeah, open it in the app or open in
What
Safari if you have an
How do you
iPhone.
open in the app?
So
are
look,
you an
mine says
Android
that
or a
I
I'm
opened
Apple?
Apple.
Yeah, Apple.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. She's flipping us off. Bullshit. Open app. There it
We can't hear
is.
you, Amanda. You're too far from
Doesn't
the mic.
matter. You could see what I was doing.
We could
No,
see
we
it,
actually
but we couldn't hear you
It
because I know.
doesn't matter. I'm
I can
pointing
see
to
it
the
now.
button.
It's opening. I think. Oh, I have to update it.
Oh
Of
my
course
god,
I have
mine
to
too.
update
It
it.
was like update.
What is with you people and not updating
So
your
I
app?
have
Jeez.
After
on
all of that, gotta
on
love
my
it.
iPad, I have the eclipse going right now.
Oh.
So
So we were just
oh, it's
talking
from
about
Griffith Observatory. Look at that.
Oh, is that the Griffith?
Yeah, so
Griffith,
Okay.
Griffith
yeah.
Observatory is doing a live stream of the
Yeah,
eclipse.
and I just went out to take some or to go to the drugstore for my mom and sister.
Yeah.
They're unfortunately in tonight with the C word.
Oh
So
no.
Oh, no.
yeah, so the COVID bug got them. Anyways, but it's gorgeous full moon tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
we had to run out for something earlier, and just as the moon was coming up over the hills, it was
Oh,
amazing.
gorgeous.
I'm gonna have
and
to
they're
see
calling this a blood worm moon.
Blood
blood
worm.
worm.
That's what I heard.
I've never heard
The
that
blood part I'm good with. The
Interesting.
worm part,
before.
Yeah.
That all sounds like a very messy situation.
Yeah. Well, why worm? I've never heard that before.
I mean,
Don't know.
you definitely don't want a bloodworm.
Oh.
It's not
No.
even a real thing, but you don't
No, if
want
I'm going
one.
to eat something, it would be a blood orange if that's the case.
Mm.
What would you be eating a moon to begin with?
Only if it's made
Not
out of
unless
green
it's made of
cheese.
cheese.
Well, don't
Oh.
we call Wallace and Gromit for that?
That's true.
I think that's probably what the worm is doing in the moon. It's
I
eating
like
it.
moon pies.
Getting bloody. Oh my gosh,
Now,
we have
it's saying it's a blood moon, but I don't know why. Then somebody must have been goofing tonight. Oh, wait a minute. What does blood worm moon mean? Here it is. The more dust or clouds in Earth's atmosphere during the total lunar eclipse, the redder the moon will appear. So it is a blood worm moon tonight.
Mm.
Thing.
So Amanda, do I have to copy and paste the link into the
So mine actually, once I started going, mine would not open. It kept going back to the app store. So then I did copy and paste it, and then I put this handy little blue button when I put it in my browser, and that opened it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, try the blue button.
Let's try the blue button.
Cannot go wrong with the blue button
Because
or
every
the
time I
pill.
pressed open app in Messenger, it just brought me to the app store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I
I
don't
mean,
What's happening to me?
it made me
Blue button.
update it. It made me
Yeah.
update it, and then
I
now
think this is a conspiracy because the same exact thing happened to me.
now I just
And
can't.
this is on Zoom or YouTube?
No, it's on our phone.
YouTube on the phone.
On phones. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Because I tried to
I
open
give
it
up.
from the link Paul sent and didn't.
I give
open it.
up. I'm just gonna look at the chat on the YouTube from what I'm running here, but I know it's like
Oh,
close
after all
behind.
that, he has it on the screen right in front of him.
Yeah, of course.
I do, but I don't see it as everyone else sees it. I see it in a different way, and I would like to see it as you all do. And first of all, I just want to say thank you so much to Amanda, David, Zach, Craig, Mike for being here this evening, sharing your time with us here on another request episode. And to everybody I did shout out and everyone who I haven't yet, Kelsey, Diana, Mom, Susan, we're going to get to Matthew King. We're going to get to everybody eventually here as we figure out how to use technology. Like we haven't been doing this for 5 years now? For 4 or 5
Oh
years?
my gosh. Yeah, that's right. Because that's when
Wait.
we got locked in. Was about, if anything, it's maybe a little shy of 5 years, but it was definitely 5 years this month.
I know Amanda just got to the end of the alphabet.
I
and
know. I'm gonna keep going with another week or two though until we get to the end. But I am
So
at
you
the
need
end
to
of
do
the
some.
alphabet now.
How
You
many
need to do some extra
consecutive weeks are you at?
What is this, like 210? I think.
210, I think.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's like 50 something weeks in a year.
Yeah.
Holy
Crazy.
buckets. Holy
Yeah.
buckets.
I know. I just was like, oh wow, okay, it is an anniversary. Like I probably was last week or this week, or maybe last week. I was like, yeah, we started in March,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
it's an anniversary.
Yep.
4 years. Like straight, not missing a week.
Yeah. What? I don't even know how I did that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You are to be
And given your
commended.
schedule
There
too.
was
I mean,
literally 1 week during Oklahoma, we were sitting at home, and I was like, I have to do a show. It's Sunday.
I must immediately.
I got to
did.
keep
was
my
like,
week
Pretty
Bye,
going.
David.
Yeah. I was
My
like,
week
"What?
streak.
All right. All right. I'll just sit on the
He was
couch
like,
by
you
myself
don't have
again.
to. I was like, yes, I do.
I've been doing that with like the Titanic Day by Day stuff that
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what time is it in the world? Like, is it still that day
It counts.
anywhere in the world? I need to get the mix done. And then
It
I get
counts.
to it. I just have so many oversights where I'm just like, oh, I never asked this person to record. Mike's a victim of that.
Oh,
And my family is the most because like while I'm like going through and like casting it, I'm like, oh, I'll have Everly do that, I'll have Noah do that, I'll have Jamie do that, and then I'm like literally editing it, and I go, oh, I never asked them to record it actually, so and it's like it's almost the end of the day when it's supposed to be released. But anyway, I digest. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm coming to you live from a closet in Texas. If you didn't know yet, we have so much to catch up with everybody on and about. But if you are a regular watcher or listener of the show, you know how the format works. You drop whoever's name in the chat. You want to see them perform something like right now. Like when I say drop somebody's name, and I didn't open the show with myself, so I'm still fair game. Diana Nicole says Mike, closely followed by Krista, but she just
oh
missed
my
it.
God!
So
All
Not
three
by
of us.
much. Yeah.
I don't know how if Mike expected to open the show this
That's
evening,
all right, I
this
can
this
do it.
early in the show, but
Uh,
here he is, Mike
Mike
Pierce.
always goes last.
Let's catch up as we go. What is new in the world of Mike and Nicole Pierce and little
Here.
Benji?
Oh, there's same old, same old. maybe some big news over here for us, but
Just a little bit.
a little
Really?
bit.
Just a little bit, or a little bit?
A little bit.
I think I don't think Paul. I don't think we've talked to you about
my
this. Nicole was
God, what?
asking actually.
What?
Wait,
I wish she
wait
was
for
in here
Nicole
because she was
then.
just asking me, does Paul know? So we're expecting an addition to the family.
And
What?
how many, Mike?
Not just one. Two
What?
additions to the family. Yeah. So
I would scream, but our neighbors, I'm sure, would be.
Okay, so Paul, what happened was Nicole came to my show. Nicole came to
Oklahoma
my
show.
show. And so I saw her after, and like I saw you look down, because I said hi. I was like, oh, hey, we got it. I looked down. I was like, oh my God, but I didn't want to look. I was like, is she pregnant? And then she's like, yeah, you can look. She's like, I'm pregnant. I was like, oh my God. And like, I screamed a little bit. And I was like jumping and hugging her. And then she's like, there's two. And I literally screamed and started crying. And I feel like I can't say anything on the network because they're not doing anything, but I've been so excited. So I'm so excited everybody knows.
Congratulations.
yeah.
I would have screamed my head off, but I think my neighbors are sleeping right behind this wall.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I did scream my head off. Like,
Oh.
legitimate.
Yeah.
Meg was there.
It's
I don't know if you heard me across the lobby.
Yeah, just a little
it's a
bit.
little bit of a screech
okay.
there.
It's Amanda. She knows.
I died, and I've told her that like I am coming over after they. Well, I told Mike too. After they have the babies, I don't care that you're just like, no, we're busy. I'm like, no, let me hold a baby for you.
There's
That
plenty to
is
go around.
incredible! Wow!
exactly.
Congratulations!
Yeah,
I'm
so that's gonna
happy.
be a amazing and huge life change. You know, we were trying to get pregnant. Of course, had no idea, didn't expect to at all. They don't
Right.
Twins don't run in the family at all.
Yeah.
It's just it was a total shocker when we found out. Actually, Nicole was at the appointment by herself and thought it was just gonna be routine like ultrasound because we had already gone through the first appointments and I was there for that, and it was like, okay, I was doing some work appointments. She was just gonna be going to that appointment, and then she called me afterwards and was just like, I have to tell you this right now. Oh my gosh, we're having twins. And she was like crying and laughing and like crying again, and it was just like his shock, you know. And when she said it, it was just like, what? When you hear some shocking news that your mind can't process it because you're just not expecting those words to come out. Where it's like, I didn't hear that right.
Here, I thought when I saw Nicole, I thought like she was like 6 months along and she somehow managed not to tell anybody. I was like, how did she do this?
That is freaking amazing, man! Congratulations to you and the family. Oh my
thank you.
God!
Okay, now I know that there's probably people that are watching and waiting to hear this question. When is the expected date? The due
That was
date.
my next question.
The due date's August 18th, and then they say with twins that it's like rarely do you ever get to 40 weeks, so it's probably going to be more like 38 weeks is what they said, so probably like beginning of August, maybe end of July.
My mom's birthday is
Uncle
August
Paul's
2nd.
birthday is August 7th. Just so you know, we could have a.
That's going to be right around the range because 38 weeks would be August 4th, so
I'm already
something
dying to meet
around
them.
there.
And
Yeah.
when you guys find out of the gender,
We have an appointment. I think it's on the 23rd,
okay.
and we'll be able to find out then. So really soon.
I mean, you probably won't tell us for a while.
I think we'll
forget
probably
about
do
that.
some kind of like,
A reveal.
I don't know, gender reveal, something or another.
I wanna
When
meet them and I
Just
wanna
please
know
do
their
it
name.
safely
Yeah.
and don't end up on the news.
My God.
Don't be
no
blown up in
fires
here.
will be involved. Yeah.
I don't want to
No
be like, hey, I know
fireworks.
that guy.
Yeah.
Wow! Wow!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is so? Excuse me for being a horrible freaking friend. What will the age difference be?
Just about 4 years. So
That's
Benji's
great.
birthday is October 5th. so it'll be like
A little under 4. Yeah.
pretty
I think
close to 4.
that's perfect. But Everly and Noah are 4 years apart, and it's just so fun watching her mentor him through things, and the way she was able to help when he was a baby just makes me think like, oh my gosh, that's gonna be so cool. Wow.
It's hard to imagine just the way with Benjamin right now. He's just been such a handful for us, honestly. Like, really tests our patience all the time, but he's 3.
He's at
That-
that age.
I'm
He's gonna
hoping
call-
by the time the babies are here, he's like realizes like, okay, I got to help out a little bit and not just run away and do whatever I want to do.
Yeah, good luck with that.
As the oldest in my family, once you have a little sibling, you're gonna see him try to be the leader and teach him as much as he can. So
Unless they're like me and my sister, where my
Yeah.
sister is 5 years younger and she was the leader, and I was totally fine with that.
My friend Danny told me before when Everly was newborn, he said there will come a day where she makes your next child toast or a sandwich, and you don't have to get up off the couch, and it's just like I've
Well,
made it.
Paul, you remember back in the day, it used to be the reason why you had kids was to have them get up and change the TV channel because you didn't have a remote back then.
Right. I mean, I thought back then it was to milk the velociraptors, but
Oh, well, okay, that's true. Let's go a little further back.
holy buckets, man. That is
Yeah.
so cool. That is so
Drop that bomb on you.
freaking
I
cool.
think everyone else here, well, Zach didn't know either, but
Literally,
yeah.
none of us have anything anywhere near that good, so I think our show's done.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
bye.
off.
Well, everybody,
Thank
this
you.
was our request episode for the month of February. Thank you for showing up. Remember, bye.
Requested news, we gave it to you.
Oh boy. Well, I don't even know how to like transition back to the show from here.
I
Like,
know.
there's no proper way. But congratulations to the Pierce family.
yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Then-
after my song, I'll have to go get Nicole. She must have fell asleep with Benji in there, but
The new
she-
Fab
Let her sleep for a
Five.
little bit.
all
Yeah.
you guys too.
She can rest a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the new Fab Five over there in the Pierce household. But looking at, I guess I'll just stupidly go back into the show and be like, looking at the requests for this episode, what grabbed your fancy?
So I decided to go with "Can't Help Falling in Love with You," Elvis Presley, and it's been on the list for a while for me. Emily Thatcher requested it. It's on like we have for people that are in the audience. There's like two lists right now, like a newer request list and then the older one. So it's from the older list. It's been there for a long time. So finally getting around to it, and gonna bust out the guitar effects pedal and try to do something different than what I'd normally do.
Love it. Can't wait to hear it. Congratulations. All of the things. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Pierce with I Can't Help Falling in Love.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you.
Wow.
That was amazing.
All the
Thank
shoes,
you.
dude. All the shoes.
Oh my god. And that solo? I was like,
It's like, stop it. Stop it. I mean,
I
don't stop.
did.
But
Like
stop
the
it.
whole time, and I was like singing along and adding harmonies, and then you got to the solo, and I was just like,
And just
oh, so good. The whole thing I loved. I loved
Love
it.
that unique version with
Yes.
with the way that you did
Distortion.
that. Distortion.
And I learned this time that when you use a looper pedal, you can actually do a live fade out.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what?
I was like, what's happening?
I know. You're still reverby, by the way.
God, I wish I could just fade out every song. There's no other way to end it. Oh,
Can't
thanks
hear
for
you
the
over the reverb.
Yeah. No.
Thank you.
It's
I'm
like,
back.
I got it.
Back.
That was amazing, and the context of expecting now with
I
that the message of that
know.
song.
Yeah, that also
I
added to
must
the decision
cry.
making.
I love
Good
it.
thing I didn't pick
Mm.
that for tonight because that was on my list too.
Oh,
Love it.
hey, we could have had dueling songs.
Um,
I wouldn't want to follow that.
Here. That was
I
a
want
good
to ask, how is the reception doing? So I meant
Oh,
to
yeah.
I meant to plug in the Ethernet cable. That's why I'm in this closet because the modem is in this closet. And I didn't. I wonder if do I need to? I don't know if I
You
should
seem to be
risk.
It
matching
seems
up.
okay, and I was
Yeah.
Seems
watching.
all right.
I was watching Mike's on my iPad because I went out to look at the moon, and it played totally smoothly. It was fine.
Hey,
Because I'm like,
good.
I could plug it in right now, but I don't know what would
It could
happen
mess
with the
up your stream.
I've
connection.
plugged in before in the middle of stuff, and it doesn't screw anything up. So
That
It shouldn't mess anything up.
that's
If
what she
anything, it'll
said.
make it
Yeah,
stronger.
I know. That's
only if you pull out. Wait.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try. I'm gonna make Craig the host of the
good idea. Good idea.
Zoom.
That'll help.
Yeah, Matt King says nothing will happen. So
Okay, so
Well,
Matt
still,
Matt
let's
knows,
keep it safe.
and then I'm gonna
All
let's
right.
have safe plugins.
Bye, Nicole.
We definitely have to have that.
got to make
Nicole's
sure
in the
to
chat now. Hi.
make sure your cord's not
Nicole.
sheathed.
Oh boy, Nicole, congratulations. I'm so sorry. So during Mike's song, my mom's texting me, "You didn't know? You haven't seen their Facebook page?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm the worst friend." Oh,
They didn't. I don't think you guys made like
I
a
don't.
big announcement, right? It was just.
I don't remember seeing it on
I don't think
Facebook.
you made a big.
Well, okay, so we
You
did
said
make
something,
a
I think.
Facebook video, but it was kind of like secretive. So I don't
Yeah.
blame you for
Okay.
not
Yeah.
seeing it because you totally wouldn't have known that it was like a baby announcement video.
Yeah. Yeah.
And unless you make it to the end of this like 1 minute long video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We like
Yeah,
didn't
there
think about
wasn't,
it
like,
enough,
a-
and then we're
There
like, wait a
wasn't a
second.
sonogram. It said like we're expecting.
I
it
will
wasn't-
say
Yeah.
I saw the screenshot of the tie dyeing and I saw the
Huh?
Pierce tie dye fun, but
Right.
I'm
Yeah, I
such a
saw
bad
that.
friend that I didn't watch the video, is what I'm saying. Oh
Well,
my
it's not like you haven't had other things on your mind.
Right.
Yeah, it's been a little busy.
We've all had stuff going on, but
Yeah.
and I was excited to catch up with everyone, but
Yeah.
holy smokes, we hit the grand finale at the top, which
I
is
know.
the Pearson. And where do we go from here?
Where do we go now?
I
Well,
guess
we
we'll
can
Thanks a
still
lot,
do a
Diana,
bump
for making
update,
Mike go
maybe.
first.
Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe we
It's all
save
your
that for
fault,
the grand
Christy,
finale.
so it's your fault.
But I guess it's up to the audience if they
Yeah.
who do they want to hear from next? What's been going on with them with who? With Amanda, according to Krista King.
Amanda.
Oh,
All right.
hi.
Amanda, tell us about your last couple of months.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, see, I have an announcement. I made it on my show last night if you were there, but it's not like living up to the hype of the Pearson.
I'm about to die. Am I about to die?
No,
Yeah,
God, no.
No.
Said it last
what did
night
I
on my
miss?
show. No, I said, but it's
'Cause
not.
I was
up
there
to-
for a
it's
short
not up
period
to
of time.
Pierce level, so don't freak out.
Okay.
All right.
No, I said it last night on my show. That I. Oh my God, we were trying to remember. Basically, I've been a teacher since I was.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, and I am now officially no longer a school teacher. I'm not teaching at school anymore, and I have a new job, and I'm really excited about it. I'm actually working for the same company that David works for, and I'm really excited about it because I mean, one, it's a whole lot more money, which is just going to be life changing for us.
That's so great.
Yeah, and us get to be home. You know, it's a out 3 days, home 2 days kind of jobs, and it's a lot
Okay.
less hours. My commute is built into my hours. So anytime I have to go out, like it's just part of my hours instead of being an extra, hour on the side. And
Yeah.
so it's great, and I'm excited for all the great life changes that we're gonna make because of it.
Fantastic.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank
moving to
you.
a
It was a
Congratulations,
hard choice. I
Amanda.
tell people that. Like I was saying that last night. I said it was really hard, and I cried a countless amount of times. I don't know how I didn't die of dehydration. Because like leaving those kids was really tough, and like I said, it was got to
When
the last.
is or was your last day?
It was Friday. So
Oh, it
Friday
was.
It's last
So you
Friday.
actually
Oh
finished.
wow.
I did.
Yeah,
I
and then
didn't
she
really
started the
announce it till
new
I
job Monday.
was finished. Yeah. So I
Oh,
started this
okay.
week. It's been a good first week, but it was scary, and it was really hard to do. And I was telling David, it was like I felt like the end of a TV show. Because my last class, like it kept getting, we had all these classes, and I have CAP after school, so we did Beauty and the Beast. It's like this big 30 group thing of kids, and I have second period, and it's like 8 or 9 kids, and then a couple of them went home, and then I had like the last 5
Mm.
in there, and they were all hugging me and crying, and I said, and then we got to the point where they had to leave because they have to go to their next class, and so they all just stood there and stared at me.
Oh.
And they all just everybody was silent, and like so
Oh.
it was like a scripted TV show. I was like, this really happens.
Oh my god.
And so
Are
we
you
all
just like
sat there in the
bawling?
room.
Like how
Yep,
do you?
we
I'm
all
like
they were
crying
hugging
just
me, and I
thinking about
felt
this.
it. Like they were hugging me, and I felt the like,
Oh.
and I was like, oh my god! And then again, they just all were standing like in this little arc, looking at me, and knowing they had to walk out the door. And just
Yeah, and it would have been hard enough if she had been able to work up through the end of the school
Yeah.
year, but because of when the new job needed to start,
Yeah.
she's unexpectedly leaving
Yeah.
mid-year.
Mm.
Are you still tied to any of the shows?
So I'll go. Not. I wanted to see if I could help out with our last Beauty and the Beast show, but I don't think I'll be able to, just because it's like I have to be there at 2:30 some days, so I'd have to like my lunch break is that like kind of do
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
if I can help in any way, I will, and I'll go see it. But like I kind of had
No, that is something that's like a myth that like we tell ourselves we're gonna try and do. Like I
yeah, it's
remember
no.
when I got plucked from dispatch and put into my new gig, I was like, I'm gonna work in dispatch as much as I can because I
Yeah.
know I know how much extra help they need,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I love doing it.
Yeah.
But then the second like you moved and your situation changes, it's like,
I
I mean,
can't,
I'd like to,
like
but
I
Yeah,
know I
it
want
just
to because
doesn't
I love
work.
them and I love doing it.
right.
Uh, doing Little Mermaid and all of that I did, it was
Well, and I think, if you could be there at, say, like 5 in the afternoon and
yeah,
help out, that would be a little
be
different.
so
But it's especially with a brand new job, it's kind of hard to be
it
skipping out
is.
mid-afternoon for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Well,
And
amazing. Congratulations.
Thanks.
More great, fantastic news.
Yeah.
Um,
So
I,
it's gonna be life changing. I keep telling David that I just started working, I said, so I'm not getting new paychecks yet. So I said I still kind of feel like in a weird like imposter way. Like I'm
this
like
has not stopped us from spending money, mind you.
no.
I had imposter syndrome for a solid 3 years in my gig before I started to feel like, oh, okay, this is actually my job now.
Yeah,
Great.
this is my
No,
job, and this is yeah. We'll see.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, again, being the a-hole who has to transition back into the show, um, despite this fantastic news, let's talk about requests.
Yeah.
What would what grabbed your interest on the request
Oh my
list?
goodness. There was so much because yeah, I was looking at both lists and they all looked good. But you know what? I just
But
I
both
don't know
lists?
why. I mean, there's all this good news happening, but I just felt like something beautiful but sad.
Mm.
I don't know why.
Like it's
Because
like our Mondays, Moody Mondays. That's why we
yeah, I
started it.
just
Like,
Yeah.
like I just feel it.
yeah.
And there was one song that fit the bill. And that was from Diana. Nicole requested When She Loved Me from Toy Story.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Nice.
can't beat that one. That one's
It's so
great.
gorgeous. And I just get to.
I think it was originally Sarah McLachlan.
Yes, Sarah McLachlan.
All right, performed by Amanda Benjamin.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. Every hour we spent together lives within my heart. And I was there to dry her tears. And when she was happy, so was I. When she loved me. Through the summer and the fall, we had each other, that was all. Just she and I together, like it was meant to be. And when she was lonely, I was there to comfort her, and I knew that she loved me. So the years went by, I stayed the same. She began to drift away. I was left alone. Still I waited for the day when she'd say, I will always love you. Lonely and forgotten, never thought she'd look my way. She smiled at me and held me just like she used to do. Like she loved me when she loved me. When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. Every hour we spent together lives within my heart. When she loved me.
All the toy shoes.
All the
Really
toy
good.
shoes. So
that
good.
was-
There's just no
perfect.
beating
That
Toy
was awesome.
Story.
Right?
But,
Yeah.
and also fantastic performance. Amanda, thank you for that. I can't help but notice there's a new face on the grid.
I know. Yay to wait, like to bring up the mood.
Oh, that song is
Continuing
so,
the
I love
start.
that song, even no matter how sad that song is. It's
I know. It's so
and you
perfect.
sang that
Uh-oh.
perfectly.
Oh, thanks.
There we are.
Oh, hey, Nicole, what's up? Anything new?
I don't know.
No.
Did you watch a certain video? Just kidding.
No, but my mom
No.
did.
Or mom.
Your mom did.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
Oh, my
yeah.
Oh, did we
goodness.
have it? I forgot. Do you have the pictures of us from the show? When
It's
you
on
came?
either your mom's phone or your phone, I think.
Your mom.
Your mom.
It's I think
Your
it's on my
mom.
mom's phone because I didn't have my phone.
I think it's your mom's phone.
Okay, I'm
'cause
gonna ask her to send them.
we have like, I think we took a selfie on my phone, but it didn't come
Yeah.
out that great. But then your
Ah.
mom got some good ones on her phone.
I remember we were like, dang it.
Yeah.
These-
Yeah.
I'm gonna text her and
so
be
I'll
like,
just-
Mom, where are my pictures?
I'll just-
Bump
yeah.
date.
Oh,
Bump
God.
date. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
I'm only
There it
17
is.
I'm only 17 weeks, but it feels like I'm 25 weeks.
So
That's
it's,
what
it's
I
like there's
said.
2 in there or something, right?
When we were talking, I was like, I looked at Nicole and I thought, she's pregnant. And like, what is she, like 6 months along? And she didn't tell anybody?
Well,
Best kept secret.
so like this is a high risk pregnancy because
Yeah.
it's a twin or a multiple pregnancy, but I'm also considered geriatric this
Right?
time, so it's double whammy. So we took our time kind of with announcing it to friends and family, even to our own family. We kind of took our time just to make sure everything was good.
I mean, you were on the last requestisode, and some of us had no idea. I don't want to name any other people, but I had. I mean, I don't know.
I also had a giant guitar covering, so
Yeah. Well, and like Nicole seems like one of those, I don't know because it's not like that far in, but you like, especially with Benji, it was like you couldn't even tell you were pregnant if you weren't standing up. Like, you're like, you just like miraculously like don't gain weight anywhere else. She's like,
how this one goes. I have a
Just
feeling my
beautiful.
ankles are gonna just like really swell up, but
Well, they
oh,
say, and I think like I could be totally misremembering or misquoting, but like with the second one, like you pop earlier,
oh,
regardless, right?
yeah, no, true, true, true.
And yeah,
Yeah,
wow. How are you feeling? How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing better these days.
good.
It's a totally different experience than with Benji, of course. I've just been like with Benji, I had no symptoms. It was like the easiest
Aw.
pregnancy ever. This one, I've got like the morning sickness, the just it's already like hard sleeping at night. I bought some
Mm.
new preggy pillows, but
You must be like hungry all the time too, right?
I
Like,
am, but like
because
now
you're
that I'm
sick.
getting bigger, it's like I take a few bites and I feel like just out of breath and like
Oh,
full, but then I get hungry again. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
funny.
now that you got two kiddos in there sucking all of that nutrients in.
That's what I'm thinking. You must be
I
hungry.
know.
Do you
They
do like
are.
protein drinks and stuff? So at least that
I
might
have
be
to eat a
easier.
lot of protein, but I think I'm just getting enough through like the stuff that I eat.
No, it's just thinking it might be
Anyway.
easier for you to eat. You know.
Are
Yeah.
you craving dirt yet?
What?
It's the
Or
iron.
have
I
you
don't-
reached that unusual craving?
I've never craved. Is that a thing? I've
It
never
is because
done-
like when people are low on iron, especially like pregnant women, the kids do
Right,
it too.
I've
They eat
heard
dirt.
pregnant
Yeah, kids
ladies
Yeah.
do too.
like will suddenly find themselves craving, like they
Uh-huh.
just want to put fistfuls of dirt in their mouth.
if you're like low on iron, you said, Amanda.
Yeah, iron because there's a lot of
So
iron
I
in dirt.
just I actually just got an iron supplement
Yeah,
a few days ago. So
that'll help then.
yeah, no dirt
No
yet,
dirt.
but I'll update you if that changes.
Let
When
us
she
know.
starts looking like a sandworm, we'll know.
I'll go on.
We'll
Facebook
schedule a
Live.
we'll schedule
Hey, we're gonna see Nicole coming into the house with Benji's dump truck toy, and it's full of dirt. She's gonna,
This is
It's
my
good-
cocktail.
it's gonna be the most
it's a
special edition,
mudslide. It's a mudslide.
Yes, yes.
the most special edition deep cuts that there ever was. It's gonna be deep cuts of the earth going into Nicole's mouth
Like, what?
as we will share music, moody music, and mouths full of mud.
No, Diana asked if that's pica. Pica is that's not pica. Pica is having a craving to eat inedible things, like and anything. It's like just shove it all in my
Yeah,
mouth.
don't people like eat
Glass and
plaster
ceramic.
or something like that?
Yeah.
Like
With pica, it could be almost anything. You could
Oh,
eat
God.
cotton.
Mm.
You could eat, hair. You could
Oh,
eat
no.
it could be anything.
Ugh.
But it's not pica because it's like a specific nutrient that your body is unconsciously trying to get you to eat.
Speaking of almost anything, let's talk about almost anyone.
Yes.
If anybody wants to drop a name in the
Gee,
chat,
I wonder who people might pick.
please not me,
Who the
please
heck
not
is
me for
Dryer
a
Lance?
second.
not
So
a,
that
no,
they're gonna. Oh,
Craig.
it's gonna be Craig
Whoa.
Jackman.
Oh, wow.
Whoa,
Oh,
it's a hat
whoa.
trick.
Wow.
It's a hat trick for the Jackman. Jack trick.
we just got the 3 Craigs. It's like the slot machine. Bonus.
Ding, 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 ding.
Quick, let's get to Vegas.
Craig, are you pregnant or have you
No.
Job.
have you gotten a
By
new
the way.
job or promotion?
Let's hear about your
well,
trip.
I
Let's hear
guess-
about your trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was going to be the next. That was going to be what I was going to say. Is I just got Susan and I got back from New York and New Jersey. So
Yay.
Why did you go and what did you do and how much fun did you have?
well, fun definitely, lots of it. We left last Wednesday and arrived in New Jersey. We actually flew in and out of Newark, so it was just simpler that way. And then we spent time with her family, which was very good, very nice. And one of those days, her brother took us out to where he's part of a gun club, and we shot handguns and rifles, and it was fun. Both Sue and I were very good on this one specific rifle, and he had targets at the end of this area here, and so she and I just went bam, 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 and we're banging the targets really nicely. One was like a row of 6 that you hit with the bullets and it comes down. The other one was like on a little paddle where it would flip one way to the other, and we were shooting it back and forth. The rifle was definitely easier to work with than the handgun. The handgun, you're sitting there out all the way without any kind of extra support like on the back where you would with a rifle. It's not easy to fire a handgun if you're not used to it. And he had sights on all of them. But the rifles had the better sights. They were laser sights. They were really well tuned. And that was really, really good. Then and by the way, it was cold. We were talking 45 during the day, and the lowest was 29 in the night. So we kept warm. We dressed well for the excursion, and then so that was Thursday through Saturday. Sunday we ended up in New York, and we stayed around Times Square. We saw Book of Mormon, which is an excellent show. However, I will say, for those that get offended easily because of religion, you don't go. It's not a play that, if you get offended. But it was fun and it was funny. And the theater was right around the corner from where we were. And before we went to the theater, we just kind of walked up and down Broadway and 7th Avenue. And we at this great little restaurant called the Stardust. And it's where many of the actors who are in the Broadway shows work, and they sing in between serving people. Really fun little place. We did see, and I already told Paul, we did see Tukes on the side of a bus. So, and actually on a couple of the buses, Tukes was there and flying with his double shots of Guinness on his beak. So, but the fun, I'm not going to say it wasn't the only fun, but we had some really good times because we got to go to the Met and see David's sister. Very, very nice. We really appreciated her getting us into the Met. That is a museum that, OMG, it's huge.
Yeah.
It is
you could
amazing.
spend a week in there and probably not see all
Got
of
a
it.
tour and
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we didn't get a tour, but we got a chance to converse because she was busy with things, and we knew that that's important because that was a work day for her. But it was incredible. We saw the Egyptian exhibit, and then we went and we saw musical instruments, which were kind of interesting in the American Wing area.
Nice.
And so that was what we did Monday morning. And Monday night we didn't have anything. Well, we thought we didn't have anything planned because Sunday we found the Ed Sullivan Theater. And if you know anything about the Ed Sullivan Theater, there is a gentleman who 4 nights a week puts on a late night show called The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. We got into the lottery with tickets. That morning before we left for the Met, we found that they said, you guys show up at this time and you'll be getting in. So we showed up, I think it was almost like 5 minutes before the end. Susan's saying we saw of the Met Theater, we saw about 6% of it quickly.
Oh my gosh.
So anyways, we get in line to go in to see Stephen Colbert, and we are the last 2 people to get in. We are up in the balcony. And then through the warm-up, they look around, and apparently 2 people had to leave on the bottom. So guess who got called and upgraded to go down to the lower level, 8 rows from the band on the side there to see the show.
It was the people next to you, wasn't it?
The
Yeah,
Pierce
exactly.
twins.
Yes,
They time traveled from the future.
exactly. And what was really fun was he did his monologue. Kate Blanchett was on the show, and we got a great concert from Peter Frampton, who was the guest
Oh,
musical
nice.
artist.
Nice.
Yes. It was incredible. I think we were both flying on cloud 13 after that.
So great.
And then we ate at Junior's that night, which is a famous New York delicatessen. And it was a very fun trip.
That's awesome.
How many days was it?
We figured out it's about 6.5 days because
Oh, man, that's
the travel and everything.
You got a lot done and you saw a lot of stuff and you met up with a lot of family and that's awesome, man. Congrats.
Yeah, it was nonstop, but it was fun. It really was. And I got to spend it with a very nice person too.
Yeah, she's aight.
Love you so.
Is she in the chat?
She's in the chat and she hasn't said goodnight even though it was announced that Craig is next, which is
Good
crazy.
sign. Maybe that proves. the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah. She said it was crazy incredible. Yes, then burgers. We had steak burgers, 10-ounce steak burgers
Oh.
that we
Oh,
split
wow.
because those were huge and they were so freaking good.
I bet. I bet.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Peter Frampton, did anybody?
I love your transitions.
I feel like a 10 cent. Never mind. But I'm just trying to keep everybody on track. That's amazing, and I love to hear about your adventures. And congratulations on having such a great trip with you and your bestie. Speaking of your besties, as we're all here hanging out, what did you decide to perform for us this I'm trying.
The king of transition, Paul Carganilla.
I might have to pull this out of the unlisted zone and just put it out in the public because it's just such an embarrassment of riches and good times. But Craig, what did you decide to do for us this evening?
Well, I went for the poem tonight because I had a few requests on poems, and one of them came from Mom Alert, Mom Alert, Mom Alert. Yes, your mom. Yo mama, Paul. No. I was really happy that I love this poem. What I love is how powerful it is. It's a short, sweet poem, and we know the wordsmith behind this short, sweet poem because I've done a couple of his poems before because he has a unique way of cutting to the quick with his odd, unique style and way of telling stories or poems. This one is no exception, as it addresses the importance of listening to one's own inner voice, self-reliance, and trusting one's own instincts. Excuse me. So this poem, as requested by Sandra Carganella, thank you so much, Sandra, is called The Voice by Shel Silverstein.
As interpreted by Craig Jackman.
This is the voice.
There is a voice inside of you that whispers all day long. I feel that this is right for me. I know that this is wrong. No teacher, preacher, parent, friend, or wise men can decide what's right for you. Just listen to that voice that speaks inside.
I wish I had my buttons. as performed by Craig Jackman. I call that your heart's fire. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the voice. The voice that leads you forward. One man.
The reason why we are here is our own internal voice.
It's true. Yeah, you could be doing a lot of other things right now. After midnight, if you're Zachary White, or late in the evenings in California. And one of the early episodes of Cove was about, saying yes when things come
Mm-hmm.
up. And y'all are the gold star winners of that, as proven time and time again here on the network and in life. When something comes up, when things are scary. I know Jamie just did a transitional career move that was very scary for her. And we had several long conversations about it before she decided to make the jump. And now she's very, very happy with the decision. And just thinking about what Amanda and David have been through, as far as, talking about that same kind of a thing, it's very scary to shake the boat and rock the boat and, talk about, well, I'm really happy doing what I'm doing right now. Do I take a chance? And it's scary. As I know
It's
it is with expecting a new child. Like, it's like, yeah, I know we're doing great as parents. Oh gosh, here we go. Put on your seatbelt. Do I remember how to make swaddle? I don't even know. Uh, warm the formula? Just whatever. But nothing would ever happen if we just stayed idle and didn't listen to the voice or say yes to opportunities. And that's what the magic of life is, right? Like, what else is life
mm-hmm.
about? It's kind of the meaning of life. It's just like following your passion and going on the journey with your best friends. And that's what we're all here doing.
Amen to that.
Yep.
Craig Jackman, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. I think there's still four members up on the board. We have 3 minutes left, so we'll see how we go here. Any names that drop in the chat, we're just gonna scroll through. Oh, Kelsey
There you
dropped.
go,
Oh my
Paul.
goodness! All right,
We got a double. Oh, we got a 3 Paul here too.
No,
Paul Trick. Is it a
compliment?
It's a well. I'm going to call it a Paul trick.
Well
How's
said.
that?
Oh, it's well said. Oh gosh, I prepared a couple. One was a closer. So I won't do that one. I'm gonna do one from Emily Thatcher. I think Mike already did an Emily Thatcher, but I'm gonna do another Emily Thatcher. This is Acoustic in a Closet.
Is that the name of the song? Wow, I didn't
Yes.
know they had
The
that
song is
song.
called Acoustic in a Closet.
So fair.
Original sound. I'm turning original sound on.
How
Really hoping you do
appropriate.
this one.
Let me. Does it sound okay?
Go ahead, play a little bit more.
I'm
Is
acoustic
your original sound
Original
on?
sound.
in the closet. I thought I just turned it on. Original sound on. I'm
Now.
acoustic.
There we go. Now we got you.
All right, let's do it.
Sounds a little bit like
All
you're
right.
playing in a closet.
Ah, that's true. It's true to the assignment then. Here's an acoustic version of a Cheap Trick song. I want you to want me. I need you to need me. I'd love for you to love me. I'm begging you to beg me. I want you to want me. I need you to need me. I'd love you to love
work if you'd say that you love me. Didn't I see you crying? Oh, didn't I see you crying? Feeling all alone with a friend, you'd feel like dying. Didn't I see you crying? I want you to want me. I need you to need me. I'd love you to love me. I'm begging you to beg me. I'd shine up my old brown shoes, put on a brand new shirt, get up home from work if you say that you love me. Didn't I see you crying? Didn't I see you crying? Oh, feeling all alone without a friend, you'd feel like dying. Didn't I see you crying? Feeling all alone without a friend, you'd feel like dying. Didn't I see you crying? I want you to want me. I need you to need me. I'd love you to love me. I'm begging you to beg me.
Yay.
Love your acoustical versions
know.
there.
Yeah, seriously.
Alone in a closet in Texas. Thank you.
Hey, maybe that's the name of your next album.
Yeah, my next album. Not this
Yeah.
one, but my next one.
Your next album.
Except my friend,
Acoustical
you were
versions in
anything,
the closet in Texas, right?
you're anything but alone because you've got all of us in there with you.
We're all in the closet.
Now, if you hang out later after the show's done, alone in the closet in Texas, then
I think the
where's
next
Paul? He's in the closet. It's fine.
and I think the next vote is down to Zach or David. So we'll see if Zachary or David
Well,
gets
unless we
voted.
can then ask Nicole.
Well, she's got to be the grand finale, right?
Oh, okay. She's the grand finale.
Isn't
Okay.
She doesn't want.
She says
She's
no.
like, I don't want
But
this responsibility.
Still am learning my song. Okay.
Well, Kelsey says Zachary's up. So Zach, what is okay? Did you get a new job? Did you go to New York? Are you having twins?
No.
Wait, but his camera setup has changed. I don't know if Mike has noticed.
Baseball is soon. Baseball's coming up.
Yeah, I go back to work on the 24th.
Yeah, you do.
Wow.
For the finale of spring training. I have 2 exhibition games and then opening days the 27th.
Oh man.
And
Are those games at the stadium at Arlington?
at Globe Life Field, yeah.
Okay.
We had our preseason meeting today,
Nice.
earlier this evening, and it's gonna be a good year. We've got a couple of new supervisors that we're getting used to, and gone from having a staff of 25 raffle sellers to now 40 raffle sellers. So it's going to be hopefully all hands on deck for those premier games like the Dodgers that are coming in April.
Nice.
Easter
Is that
weekend.
big in your area? Are they big in your area as another team, or
You
what
would
would be
be
considered?
You would be surprised. A lot of our fans kind of act as fans of more than one team, or they have like dual fandom. Or some of them, the Rangers fans when they're not facing the Astros, and then believe it or not, some of our fans put on an Astros jersey when the Astros visit, and when the Giants come and visit, I see a lot of Giants, the Red Sox fans. The Yankee fans are also heavy whenever the Yankees come here.
Well, I think it's rare to find like couples, partners who root for the same team. Like they're out there, but it's kind of like
I mean, I've I've met quite a number of people that they're married and they're both Rangers fans. A lot of them buy raffle tickets from me.
Cool.
One of the season ticket holders, she usually sits in the lower level. And anytime that I'm there, she'll send me a message beforehand because I have her on social media, and she'll ask me, "Are you coming down there today?" Because she
Right.
loves to buy She has yet to buy a winning raffle ticket from me. She's come close like 40 times since I've been selling there, and
Oh, just missed it by that much.
I mean she's come close. But one of
One of these days, man.
one of my other couples who usually rents out a party suite, they actually won off of me last year, and it was a pretty good sized jackpot, and they've been buying tickets from me for three seasons, and they finally won.
Do you get a
And
cut on that win or not?
no, but if they like a few of the people that have won have come back and like given me like a little tip or something,
Oh,
and they'll sneak it in
Nice.
like a little card, and they'll hand it to me and say, whenever you're at home, open the card, and um, I've gotten like a little bit of just to say thank you, but um, I really enjoy my job at the ballpark, and this will be my 5th season with the Rangers, and hopefully the Bruce Bochy mojo of every other season winning a World Series, hopefully they do it this year. That way Bruce Bochy at the end of this year, if he decides to retire, he'll retire. He'll go out with a bang. He is
well,
coming up on the final year of his contract, so we'll see.
if he doesn't know that the NL West is coming for him and the Giants are stacked this year, just so you know.
Well, that and the Dodgers, they have all those
What? No, the
pitchers that they
Dodgers.
signed.
No, the Dodgers. They're whatever they are, but the Giants are coming after them. Um, Speaking of coming after people, what? Looking at the request list, what did you decide to go after?
Well, this one, Emily, I'm gonna make Emily Thatcher real happy tonight because she requested this one, and I'm very, I'm very familiar with this song. I've heard multiple different versions of this one. I've heard just about every recording that Neil Diamond has done because this is a Neil Diamond song. He wrote it back in 1966, and the Monkees picked it up and they used it for their show, and they recorded on their show. And of course, the one that was on Shrek, I forgot the donkey's name.
Smash Mouth.
Or yeah.
Donkey's name was Donkey.
Donkey.
Okay.
Donkey.
Well, it's been a long time. Um,
The donkeys who covered it were called Smash Mouth.
okay. Okay. But I thought I would do this one tonight, and this is a version of "I'm a Believer" from Neil Diamond's 2010 album called Dreams. He actually re-recorded this song because originally he did it in the key of E, and in his live versions he does it, like the Monkees, because that was the popular version. But this one, it's he treats this one like a slow power ballad in a way on the Dreams album, and I just really liked it. And I know typically I like to rock out, but tonight I just felt like, taking it easy and doing a nice easy song, a nice slow and easy song. And I thought, well, this works. I'm a Believer it's Neil Diamond, but it's from a later recording from the 2010 album Dreams. So that's
Covered
what I
by
chose to do.
monkeys and donkeys, but tonight we get it live from Zachary White.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all of my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, and I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Not if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying when all you get is pain? Disappointment haunted all of my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, now I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Not if I tried. Love was out to get me, and that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all of my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, now I'm a couldn't leave her if I tried. Not if I tried. Not if I tried. Yes, I'm a believer. Yes, I'm a believer.
Wow.
So
Wow.
good.
Whoa.
So good. Zachary White. Well, I'm a believer. Based on who you care most about, Neil Diamond, the Monkees, or Donkey, Smash Mouth from Shrek. Ladies and
By the
gentlemen.
way, if I can, since we were in New York, I forgot to bring this up. And since Zach played that song, one of the
Yeah.
gentlemen who he's Neil Diamond, we walked by the Brill Building, which is where that song was written.
Wow.
So that was Don Kirshner and
Neil Gaudio, I think.
yeah,
Unfamiliar with the
and
Brill Building.
Carole King.
Yep.
So yeah, that's
Wow.
that's where it came from.
Speaking of where things come from, the next performer will come from the chat where you enter somebody's name and Kelsey Blaine Gibson says, David, it's David. 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 Hello.
Hey.
So good to see you.
Yeah, likewise. It's been a while.
What's new with you?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
What did you choose to play?
I mean, there really isn't much of anything to report. Job is continuing to be the job, but yeah, Amanda and I are excited about her new role. And I have to say, having worked for oh my God, 13 years now in the somewhat rarefied world of workers' compensation insurance in California, it is real weird to hear somebody's conversation wafting up from downstairs and catching snatches of it, and it's like somebody else in the house is talking knowledgeably about this stuff I've been doing for the last decade and plus. What? But it's cool. We're trying to find a balance between talking about work because we need to, and because we want to get Amanda trained and knowledgeable and all that and comfortable in the job, but also not wanting to talk about work too much and have that like take over our personal lives as well. So it's going to be, I think, an ongoing thing, finding that balance. But yeah, this is a job that I kind of stumbled into because I really, really, really needed a job 13 years ago. I'd been unemployed for a year and a half and interviewed with this company because my dad worked for it for 43 years. He said, oh, the rating bureau is hiring. And I said, okay, well, we'll give it a whirl. And here I am 13 years later. It's been a great company to work for. And then I just happened to mention, this came up suddenly because in January, when I got back from Christmas vacation, a couple weeks in or so, my boss's boss just mentioned during a meeting that a couple field rep positions had opened up, and one of them was North Los Angeles. And I was like, oh, well, Amanda's expressed interest in this job, but there's never been an opening for a field rep position anywhere near where we live. It's not reasonable to drive hours and hours to do the job.
Sure.
So I thought, well, okay, do you want to go for this? So I told her about it, and she applied and interviewed again, and then interviewed one more time, and then ended up getting it. And then I was like, well, now what do we do? After you have to make a decision. And then she decided to pull the trigger on it, went for it, and so far this first week it's been good. And she'll actually start field work next week, a week from today. And her new boss wants me to do, because I used to do field work all the time, she wants me to do a ride along with her probably next month sometime, where we'll do some inspections and stuff together and help
So
train.
cool.
Yeah. gonna be cool.
So
Have you ever
cool.
ridden in a car together before?
No, no, she usually puts me in the trunk.
Mike, I think Mike needs to host his own show. He's really good. He comes up with the hard cutting questions. Um, I it's such a fascinating thing, right? When you um and I've done this several times, especially over the past few years, but like interviewing for a job that you have no skin in the game really, like nothing's writing on it. As actors, we don't get this. We're like, we got to get this audition. Everything's writing on this audition. But then when you go to like actually interview for a job that you could take or leave, and like the freedom you have when you're at that table having that conversation or on that Zoom, like you're having the freedom of selling yourself, knowing that you're not like your next paycheck doesn't depend on it. And then you just fly through the process, and then the job gets offered to you, and you go, oh,
Yeah,
Crap.
pretty much, pretty much. We had some existential soul searching that we were doing for a week or two, because it was always, leading up to that, it was always, okay, well, if you get the job, we'll be in a great position. If you get the offer, blah blah blah. And then we actually did, and I was like, oh crap, now we
what now? Yeah.
now what? Yeah.
But then one of them announced before I even officially
Oh my God,
accepted.
yes, that's right. We had a big, we have
I mean, he
quarterly
knew
meetings,
because we already talked about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm like 95% there, but I want to,
but she
get the
hadn't
written
officially.
offer, and I want to tell,
Yeah.
school and everything.
Yeah, so we have these quarterly meetings, and this one was a little bit early at the end of February. It's usually in March, but where all the field staff gets together. So we do one in Southern California, one in Northern California. So we were at the one for SoCal, and yeah, my department head, my boss's boss, just announces to the whole group, "Hey, guess what? We've
Guess
got this
what?
guy's wife starting," and I was like, "Oh my God, Paul, she hasn't actually accepted the job yet."
Haven't signed any papers yet.
I mean, I was, as Amanda said, we were like
Yeah.
95 to 99% sure that she was going to, but
Well,
we
yeah,
were still like,
and from the
we were
company's
meeting.
perspective, it's like, well, why did she take three interviews if she's not going
Yeah,
to take
Yeah,
the
yeah.
job?
exactly.
No,
Yeah,
they
Yeah,
everybody knew what was gonna happen. It was just funny
right.
because I was like,
yeah, but
"Whoa!" He's like, David's like, "Well, he just said," and I was like, "Whoa, now it's real." Like before that, it's like, "Well, I haven't signed it. I don't have to deal with it yet." And I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, okay,
Mm.
this is happening."
Well, if the boss says something, then it's pretty much there.
I know, right?
and I was trying very hard to not go to Amanda and not be like, "Did you sign the papers yet?
I
Did you
know.
sign it? Did you sign it? Did you
He's
do it
gonna
yet?"
ask me why you haven't signed the papers. Sign this paper.
Well, congratulations to the Benjamins. And
Yeah, it's
uh,
been really nice. She's been home this whole week, and as she said earlier, the job, there's a lot of scheduling you can figure out for yourself, like how many days a week you want to be out and how many you want to be home. But it's looking like probably 3 days out, maybe sometimes 4 days out, and then 1 or 2 days at home every week. It's yeah, it's going to be really
So
nice.
more time together.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
She's downstairs, I'm upstairs, but it's fine.
Speaking of time together,
Oh God.
in our time here together, looking at the list that is on the request list, what did you decide to share with your family here about us tonight?
Well, I hope that my transitions tonight go a little more smoothly. Um,
Just blame it on Texas. He's not used to breathing Texas air.
Also in a
So,
closet. with
y'all know that I cannot resist an opportunity to do an improv, and sure enough, Kathy B was kind enough to put an improv on my list on one of I don't know. Apparently there were two. I just saw it on there somewhere. I was like, hey. So yeah, we just had a really big rainstorm come in overnight last night, and then a couple days prior to that, there was another one during the daytime, and yeah, I sat down at the piano for not very long, probably only a couple of minutes, and just inspired by the dripping sound of the water. And I'm certainly not the first composer and musician to do this, but just started plunking something out. I was like, that's kind of cool. I didn't get super far with it because I started getting yelled at by Lily. Um, but I thought, hey, this show tonight would be a fun way to maybe explore where that might have gone, because I still have the initial starting idea
Yeah.
in there. So so it's it's something also kind of slow and I won't say maybe sad, maybe more poignant in feeling is what I was getting from it, but thought it might be fun.
Love it. Can't wait to hear this David Benjamin rain-inspired improvisation as requested by Kathy B.
Yes.
Here's David.
And Amanda, do you want to grab Lily, maybe? Maybe. All right. I'm not used to doing this anymore, so I'm going to minimize this. Oh, I think they're in the bedroom. Lucy's on the landing. There she goes. Sorry, guys, we're wrangling puppies here.
Speaking of wrangling puppies.
Wow.
Beautiful.
You know what? That could almost be like one of those ambient background videos that you could put on your TV with just falling rain and gentle piano music that you could find on YouTube. That would
Yeah,
almost be
yeah.
perfect for it.
Yeah, like I said, it was inspired by a very low key, all day rainstorm. Skies are gray, just water dripping. We have a chimney on the roof up here, and water's boom, 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 boom off of it whenever it rains, and so yeah. So let myself be inspired by the elements.
Yeah, the other thing too is your Sandra even said it's great for background watching the eclipse.
I saw that. Because I've got the chat on my iPad up over here.
Mm. That's probably one of my favorite David Benjamin's performances of all time. That was fantastic. Fantastic. Yes.
Yeah, that was one that I was thinking the other day. I was like, maybe I should actually like make a piece out of that, a written down piece of music instead of just letting it exist in the ether. We'll see.
Well, you at least have a recording of it so you can
I do.
transcribe it there, right?
Yeah.
Well, transcribing is a lot more work than you might think. It's like, oh my God. There's a reason why I don't do it.
AI.
I know with AI tools becoming more effective and everything, believe me, I've thought about I should probably look at it again. It's been a couple of years since I last looked to see if there was anything out there that would be able to take an audio file and produce something.
Oh my gosh, I
approximating
think there's
usable
got to
sheet
be
music.
at least some programs
I
that
would
do
think.
that,
I mean, the
just
last
even
the
without
last time I tried
AI.
doing it, it was not particularly usable. So it would have to be something where it's recognizable, and yeah, maybe it's not perfect, but you can at least kind of see what you were doing, in the notes on the page, and then make corrections and everything. And the last time I tried doing it, it's just like, no, this is a mess.
Like right above you, would that help or not really?
No, I mean it's an audio file that you would load into the AI tool, and you would have to tell it things like tempo. You have to tell it like I'm playing in this time signature, I'm playing this tempo, and you have to give it sort of those parameters, and then it listens to the processes of the file and figures out how all the notes are placed. But the problem is if you syncopate things, or if like occasionally I'll try to hit a note too softly and no sound comes out. So the actual sound gets delayed because I have to hit the key again. Stuff like that will throw it off. So it's there are people who will transcribe stuff for you, and I've looked into the prices of doing that, and it's like, no, that's not happening. And I understand why they charge so much, because
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's really tough work. Yeah.
Sounds like it would be a chore.
Yeah.
Speaking of tough work,
Here we go.
raising kids is it's a blessing, isn't it? And when you have some on the way, there's nothing you'd rather do than just hop onto a live stream and play some music. Am I right?
Paul, we love you so much, but please get a thesaurus.
Forgive him. He's still getting used to being here with me in Texas.
And of course, now that he's in the closet, it's even more.
Yeah, that's true. Nicole, I don't want to put you on the spot. I don't know if you plan on performing anything or not, but if you want to, we'd love to hear it.
I'll do it.
Nicole and company performing.
Yes.
Not for the first time, because she was here last REQUESTISODE, I believe. Well, if it's not too late, and if the children don't mind, what would you be inspired to share with us this evening?
All right. Yeah, so I was actually not planning on joining tonight. I was like Mike can just do it. And then, I don't know, I just had the energy, which is like not often that happens these days. So I'm like, okay, must take advantage. And we don't play too much music. Like, we don't play a lot of guitar these days. So it's like any chance we can get, we try to do it. So anyway, I looked at the list not long ago, and I saw Emily Thatcher requested Baby Mine. And it's kind of funny that it's Emily Thatcher because Mike did one, and I think Zach and I forget who else. Everyone, yeah, there's a lot of Emily Thatchers tonight, and Mike was like saying, "Oh, that's like, oh, you're gonna choose another Emily Thatcher." And I was telling him that usually this happens on your request-isodes, like it'll be a Krista King night, or just
A Diana night or a Kelsey night. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So it's kind of an Emily Thatcher night. Yeah, I chose Baby Mine, of course, to go with the theme. Um, our theme.
Love it.
And yeah, I knew the song, of course, from the original Dumbo, but I just checked out the Alison Krauss version from the live action Dumbo film, and they threw in a chorus, or at least I never knew that the song had a chorus before. So I've been trying to learn that. Yeah. So forgive me if I don't get it right.
I don't know if we can do that. I don't know if there's any coming back from you making any errors on a live stream on Vaudacity. I just don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and I'm like recovering from a cold, so I'm congested.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is congested Nicole Pierce recovering from a cold, carrying twins, singing Baby Mine, which she didn't know there was a chorus until recently, so she just learned it. So please give her some grace. Grant her that grace in that space, in this space. Here she is, live.
All right. I hope the levels are good. I think they're good. Okay. Baby mine, don't you cry. Baby mine, dry your eyes. Rest your head close to my heart, never depart, baby of mine. Little one, when you play, don't you mind what you say. Let those eyes sparkle and shine, never a tear, baby of mine. If they knew, sweet little you, they'd end up loving you too. All those same people who scold you, what they'd give just for the right to hold you. From your head to your toes, you're not much, goodness knows, but you're so precious to me, sweet as can be, baby of mine. All of those people who scold you, what they'd give just for the right to hold you. From your head to your toes, I love you much, goodness knows. And you're so precious to me, cute as can be, baby
That was beautiful.
Definitely have to record that one,
Thank you.
as
Thank
everybody
you.
says. Fantastic, fantastic job, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh, to
So
you,
much.
to your whole family. Oh my gosh, I came in, I was shocked at the
I love that
top of
we
the
got to
show.
see your face though, like finding out the news. It's so nice. Yeah, that's been like so much fun telling friends and family the news, and if we're able to see them in person and just see the expression on their face, it's so great.
And the admission that I'm a horrible friend who didn't know yet.
Well, that makes two of us, cause I only saw the the first couple of seconds of the video, and I'm like,
It was a
okay.
social experiment that we were trying, and you
The
failed.
Who actually
China,
watches our
we
stuff?
all, yeah, we
I mean, I
actually
looked,
watch
but
the
it's like,
stuff. Oh my gosh. Well, I think,
Kidding.
sometimes these live streams as they're so special to be able to share with our Patreon community that keeps the Cove Pods and the Titanic Legacy podcasts going and growing. I think this is one we definitely need to release if everyone's okay with it. And we'll talk off the
Yes.
air about it. But oh my gosh, these are so much fun. We get to do them every month. There's secret underground shows. We got to come back and get some overground shows.
Yes.
We
So,
do. Well,
some
I put in the
Deep
chat a few minutes ago.
cuts.
we need deep
we
cuts,
need some
yeah.
deep
This
cuts.
is like this group. This might be one of my favorite shows with all of us together. Like everybody has just done such an incredible job tonight
Yeah.
with their selections and performances and the banter and everything. Just is just.
Because we love each other. We love each
For
other.
me, it's like any time that I'm on with you guys, each show's special. I can't really say it's a favorite because I really do treasure my time with you guys virtually, and
And we treasure it as well.
Yeah.
And
Now that we've said that, once we're done with the show, y'all go out and look at the moon. It looks really cool.
we're going to.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna cut everybody loose. I'm gonna do a little lullaby. Nobody has to stick around. But as I began my guitar learning journey, I was taking club hits and turning them into lullabies, and that's how I would learn. That's how I learned how to play some guitar. I'm not a guitarist by any stretch, but I had a request on my list of a club banger. The request is from Kelsey Blaine Gibson. I'm going to play it in the form of a lullaby because that's what I do. I'm just going to play the show out this way. Go ahead and go out and check out The Moon. Please give it up for Amanda, David, Zach, Mike, Nicole, and Craig.
And Paul, of course.
And Paul.
We love and appreciate you guys.
Yes, we love and appreciate everyone here in the live stream. You are our Patreon supporters, so thank you so much for keeping the show going and growing. And I think we're going to share this one with an even broader audience. But anybody out there, check out the Patreon at Cove Pod or even the Magical Mystery Hour one. We're out there. Thank you so much for supporting everything we do. Thank you again to all of our supporters. Here's a club banger for you to listen to as you go out to see the moon.
Paul, turn on your original sound, please.
You don't like hearing nothing? Thank you, Craig. It's live audience, live television.
I got a feeling tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night, let's live it up. I got my money, let's spend it up. Go out and smash it like, oh my God. Jump off the sofa, let's get it off. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down, go out, just lose it all. I feel stressed and I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, losing all control. Fill up my cup, mazel tov. Look out her dancing, I hope she just takes it off. Let's paint the town and shut it down. Let's burn the roof and then we'll do it again. Let's do it all. Let's live it up. Let's do it, let's do it. I got a feeling, ooh, tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night. Hey! Let's live it up, let's live it up. I got my money, I'm paid. Let's spend it up. Go out and smash it like, oh my God. Jump out that sofa, come on, let's give it up. Fill up my cup, drink, mazel tov, like, look at her dancing and moving. I hope she takes off her clothes. It's so weird to say in the middle of a song, but especially today, like, it's so the amount of, let's just drink and paint the town, we'll shut it down, let's burn the roof and then we'll do it all again. Let's do it all again. Let's live it up and do it all again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Here we come, here we go. We gotta rock, 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 rock. Easy come, easy go. Now we're on top, 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 top. Feel the shot, body rock, rock it, don't stop, 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 stop. Round and round the clock, all round the clock. What they say, they Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Get with us, you know what they say. Party every day, pop, 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 party every day. I'm feeling, ooh, tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night.